So somebody's having a panic attack right in front of you. What do you do? Everything I'm about to give you in this video is stuff that I have personally tried, used, or had done to me while I'm in the middle of a panic attack. So I'm giving you what works for me. Everyone's anxiety attacks or panic attacks are specific to them. What works for me may not necessarily work for you or for the person who is having the panic attack at that present moment. But it gives you a place to start. It gives you something that you can try and alleviate their stress or their pain or their anxiety. So you can give these a try. Some of them will work, some of them may not. It's individual to every person. Let me know in the comments below which ones worked for you and which ones were just pants. Number 1, respect their feelings. If you're someone who is watching another person go through an anxiety or a panic attack, then to you, this person is freaking out over nothing. It's a very foreign concept to watch someone just freak out when to you, there is no immediate threat to them. Because of that, it's very easy to just kind of dismiss how they're thinking or how they're feeling because to you, it's not real. You need to understand that what they are feeling at that moment is the most real thing on the planet to them. Someone could come up and give them $1 million. You could end up putting naked women in front of them, naked men in front of them, whatever your preference, and it wouldn't matter. The anxiety or the panic that they feel in that moment is the most important thing in their life. So do whatever you possibly can to try and not invalidate how they feel. Number 2, don't take what they say to you too personally in the middle of a panic attack. If you've had one, you know that you probably have an incredibly short fuse. You will lash out at the first person who's there who suggests something that you have absolutely no patience for. I've said things to my wife that thankfully she has forgiven me for. At least I hope she's forgiven me for them. It's just one of those things where you just have absolutely no threshold for what you perceive to be bullshit. Someone can be trying to help you and be as caring as they can possibly be, but it rubs you the wrong way, and so you lash out in a way that I normally as a person would never do. So keep that in mind when you're trying to help someone, that you might end up becoming the focus of their anger a little bit, and try not to take it too personally. Number 3, distractions can help. Get the person talking about something they care about. So for me, it'll be talking about Liverpool Football Club and how currently right now we're doing so bloody badly. It could be my blog, it could be politics, anything that gets you talking. Now, the reason why talking is good, particularly for me, is because first of all, my brain starts worrying on what it is that I want to say. So my brain is distracted from the anxiety a little bit. That helps. Second of all, now I'm no scientist here, what I also notice when I'm forced to try and talk is that my breathing changes. When you're in an anxiety attack, you're hyperventilating, you're breathing really fast, and there's no way that your anxiety is going to calm down from there. If I start talking about something, I have to take a breath and then let it out slowly as I'm talking. Give it a try. You take a deep breath and then you start talking about something and it slowly lets everything out as you're talking. So it functions in 2 different ways. First of all, you're distracting your mind a little bit from the anxiety. And second of all, without really knowing it, you're regulating your breathing to slow things down and to breathe out a lot more than you breathe in. Number 4, ask them if there are any medications that they take for situations like this. I personally have medications that I have with me, and I usually have them with me all the time, that if I'm in the middle of an anxiety attack and my own mental control just won't deal with the anxiety that I feel, then I'm able to go to my bag and I'm able to grab a couple of pills and take what I need to try and take the edge off what I'm feeling. I still have to wait for them to kick in, and sometimes those things can take 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes to really kick in and really take the edge off. Another thing that falls into the distraction category for me is number 5, try an audiobook. Now with audiobooks, you've got to be careful, because if it's something that is dramatic or something like that, then it's something that can actually make your anxiety worse. So for me personally, I tend to go with nonfiction. An audiobook can play, and through the spikes, it distracts me so that I'm not thinking about my anxiety constantly. These distraction suggestions that I have, they're not something that's going to take you from a 6 or a 7 all the way down to a 0. We're talking about taking a couple of points off just to try and help you get yourself back under control. I work in a library, so I have my library app on my phone, and I can download any audiobook almost within about 30 seconds, and I can have an audiobook playing within a minute, and before you know it, I'm off in a different world. It's very different to music, very different to movies, very different to the alternatives, specifically audio books, because it forces you to have to listen. It forces you to have to create a different picture in your mind other than the anxiety that you feel. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed the content, please make sure and hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And then if you go up here, you'll be able to click onto my blog, markingprogress.com, and you'll see some of the written blogs that I've put up recently. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.